What is going on, everybody? It is your boy Baddog back with another New York Giants video. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do me the honor. Hit that subscribe button, share the video, share out the channel, and make sure that you ring the bell notification. That way you know when I do a video like this or go live for a New York Giants game like we will be live tomorrow for the New York Giants and Arizona Cardinals. My voice is a little shot today. Called the Laker game last night. Got to build up to that. It takes a pounding during those Laker games. And, of course, I have not shaved this week. Not that I'm extremely superstitious, but it seemed to work last week, not shaving the entire week when we played a really tough NFC West opponent. And we have another really tough NFC West opponent tomorrow. Want to get into what we got to do to win that game. But I want to talk about what Shaquille Griffin said about the New York Giants. And really doesn't surprise me. Nobody gives the Giants any credit. Shaquille Griffin said we should have beat that team. There's no excuses. We weren't prepared. And, we just weren't prepared for that game. We should have never lost to that team. That team's no good. That team's not good as we are. We heard all the excuses. Well, let me tell you something, man. I get sick and tired of hearing we're not prepared. I don't know who. So pretty much he's calling out his coaching staff and he's calling out the other players. Because obviously when you say we weren't prepared, I don't know if you're talking about yourself. I don't know what you're talking about. But I'm going to tell you something, Mr. Griffin. I'm going to tell you something to all these people that continue to doubt the New York Giants, okay? No, we're not a Super Bowl contending team. I can't sit here and honestly say that with a straight face. I can't even say that we're one of the better teams in the NFC, okay? We're one of the better teams in the NFC East. It's the worst division in football, so it's not really that big of a deal, right? But the New York Giants have played extremely well over the last month or so. What they have done to people is out-physical them at the line of scrimmage. They've been able to run the ball extremely effectively, and we kicked the living bejesus out of Russell Wilson. Don't tell me you weren't prepared. Try giving the New York Giants a little credit. Their defense completely dominated. Their offensive line completely dominated. They ran for almost 200 yards, and Leonard Williams won the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. There's a reason that the New York Giants won that game. It's because they physically dominated you. That's got nothing to do with not being prepared. That has to do with just getting your butt kicked. Just admit it and move on. Nobody wants to give the Giants credit. As a matter of fact, going into this game against Arizona, now Daniel Jones is listed as questionable with the hamstring. That was what we got on last night when I took a look at the injury report. Joe Judge said we would know more. Obviously, we don't. I don't know what that means for Daniel Jones, but regardless, I don't know if that had to do with the spread or not, that they don't know if he's going to play. Of course, our boy Jordan Renard said at the beginning of the week he's expected to play, and that's just telling me we just got to take everything that guy says with a grain of salt. Oh, you're stealing my material. Well, don't worry, man. I ain't going to quote you or look at you anymore. You sit there and say, well, his hamstring injury is really bad, and then you come out and say he's expected to play, and now he's questionable. That guy don't know a damn thing. I mean, every content creator on YouTube seems to know more than he does. So anyway, there's my shot at him for the video. But I digress. Daniel Jones questionable. Again, I don't know if that has to do with the spread or not. But the New York Giants get no credit ever. Nobody wants to give him credit. We could be sitting here at 8-4, and people will be saying, "Well, you're winning ugly. Well, you're overrated. Well, you're not any good." I mean, we beat Seattle with Colt McCoy, and all of a sudden they're overrated. All of a sudden, they weren't prepared. Can't give us any damn credit. Can't just say, well, hey, geez, the Giants may be turning a corner. Now, I did watch a video on New York Giants on their page on YouTube, and I believe it is Joe Judge talking about the status of Daniel Jones. And about 2 minutes into that video, I don't know who's texting me right now. I'm going to smack him in the head. What was I saying? About 2 minutes into the video, they talk to Joe Judge and say, your name is being mentioned as a Coach of the Year candidate. Who said that 2 weeks ago? Oh, I said that, right? And of course I get laughed at. Now it's it's just insane. It's just insane. But Joe Judge does deserve Coach of the Year consideration. Is he going to win it? No. But he should be mentioned. The turnaround with this team has been absolutely miraculous. You can see them getting better every week. You can see them believing in themselves, believing in the coaching staff, and believing in what they're doing on the field. They have the utmost confidence that they can win these games, and in turn, it's helping the fan base. It's been very few games over the last 4 years that I've gone into the game going, I know we can win. I used to say, I think we can win. Now I say, I know we can win. I know we can beat the Arizona Cardinals. How do we go about doing that? Okay, well, let's face it. Really shouldn't change anything we've been doing. That's it. To me, Kyler Murray is a younger, faster version of Russell Wilson. He's more athletic than Russell Wilson. He's not the quarterback that Russell Wilson is. Pretty much, that's what it is. Kyler Murray can run like the wind. Kyler Murray's a fantastic athlete. Everybody that watches my channel knows I'm the biggest Kyler Murray fan you ever want to meet. He played for my Oklahoma Sooners. I love the guy. He's a phenomenal athlete. I root for him every week, just not this week. I'm rooting for that guy to be face down in the turf, pulling grass out of his helmet every time he drops back. I want Leonard Williams to eat the dude for a snack. That's what I want. I want Kyler Murray flat on his back all day, throwing interceptions and fumbling. I want him to get killed in this game. That's what the Giants are going to have to do. If you're going to beat the Arizona Cardinals, you have to do what you've been doing every week. Run the ball effectively, convert on third downs, no turnovers, and own time of possession. Now, Edmonds came in here last year. He ran for 3 touchdowns against us. I believe it was 3 touchdowns. He ran for over 100 yards. They whooped our butt. We had won 2 games in a row, I believe, at this point. I don't know. We might have been 2 and 3. I forgot exactly when we played them, but this was a game. They flew across the country. They played in crappy weather. I thought for sure the Giants could beat them. Well, they came in and they slapped the taste out of our mouths. They were up 17-0 before you could bat an eye. We did come back in that game, had a chance to, get even with them. Rose missed a field goal. Inevitably, you ended up losing by 6 points. I don't think that happens this week. You see, Joe Judge is our coach. I don't think Joe Judge will let the Giants have a letdown. I think Joe Judge is going to make these guys work harder. New York Giants fans, it's fun to have meaningful football in December. Every game from here on out is a playoff game. We keep talking about the playoffs. Well, right now the playoffs are beginning. These next 4 games are playoff runs for us. If we're going to beat Arizona, run the ball, don't turn it over, own time possession. More importantly, you have to go after Kyler Murray. You've got to get after Kyler Murray. You cannot let that guy make plays with his legs. He's got a banged up shoulder. He's been a little off the last few weeks, okay? You got to get after him. You got to hit him often and early like they did with Russell Wilson. If you can shake Russell Wilson with a pass rush, then you certainly can shake Kyler Murray. Leonard Williams is going to have another big game. The defensive front is going to have to shut down the run. There's no doubt about that. Drake and Edmonds can't do a lot. We can't allow that to happen. Okay, I love Kyler Murray. Like I said, I'm a big fan of Kyler Murray, but you got to make Kyler Murray beat you. You cannot let those guys run all over the field. I'm anxious to see exactly how they line up Hopkins and Bradbury. Bradbury does not shadow receivers, but we did see him shadow DK Metcalf a couple times because, Metcalf was doing absolutely nothing against Bradbury, and then they moved Metcalf to the other side of the field, and they caught a couple of passes, and then they ended up moving Bradbury over to Metcalf. And then, of course, and this just goes back to the media. DK Metcalf gets stiff arms James Bradbury. Bradbury goes on the ground. And Bradbury actually tackles him. But the announcer, the stiff arm. Oh, my God, shut up. Listen, this is why. Actually, you know what? I should be thanking the announcers how bad they are. You know why? Because people come to Chris and when Chris and I are calling the game, they'll come into our stream and they turn the volume down and say, I want to listen to you guys call the game because those guys are so bad. It's just the truth. Nobody wants to give the Giants any credit. Well, you know what? We like it that way. Continue to doubt us. Continue to make us underdogs every freaking week. You know what? The Giants don't need the media to believe in them. They don't even need the fans to believe in them. All the New York Giants have to do is believe in themselves. That's really all they care about. I'm sure Joe Judge says that to these guys. Who cares what anybody else thinks of us? We know what we are as a football team. We know what we can do as a football team. And we know on Sunday, tomorrow, we can go out there and beat a really good Cardinals team that's kind of going in the wrong direction. That's why the Giants have got to jump on them early. The New York Giants cannot allow Arizona to get up early on us like they did the last time that they came here last year. That can't happen. The Cardinals, like I said, they're kind of on a little bit of a downward swing. The Giants are on an upward tick. Well, the Giants have got to continue to do what they do. The Giants have been getting off to better starts, although it always seems like that first drive, the offense just goes down and scores against our defense. I don't know why that is. We just never seem to have a really good first drive. And then all of a sudden they pick it up. It's almost like the Giants go out there and they're kind of hustling a little bit. And they want to see exactly what the other team's offense has to offer. And then they make the adjustment. And that's kind of the end of it. I think the Giants can win this game. I think the Giants will win this game. I'm not guaranteeing it. But I've been saying 23-17 all week. I can see the Giants winning another close, tough battle. I don't think Arizona's defense really scares me. I know guys say, well, we got guys coming back. It doesn't really matter. Seattle's defense was third against the rush. Third against the rush. Okay, third best rushing defense in the league. We ran for 190 yards against them with Colt McCoy as our quarterback. So the run was coming. They knew the run was coming, and they still couldn't stop it. I expect more of that. I expect those big hogs up front to dominate in this game. And I want to see the Giants do what they've been doing. Kick ass at the line of scrimmage. Convert on third down. Get off the field on third down, which they've been phenomenal at the last month or so. I think they're the best in the league. I think teams have only converted 25% of third downs against the New York Giants. The Giants are big-time turnover. They're winning the turnover battle huge. That just has to continue. Everything that they've done in the last 4 games, they have to do this week against Arizona. They do that, they'll win this game. We'll be 6-7, and we'll still be in first place, regardless of what Washington does at San Francisco. That's all I got in this video. Sorry it's 10 minutes. Sorry it was so long. I will definitely see you guys for the game tomorrow. Remember, hit that like, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you tomorrow. Until then, enjoy the rest of your Saturday. It's the Bad Diggity Dizzle, and I'm gone. Peace!